and we want to find out the energy of this signal. So energy will be simply E equal to integration minus infinity to infinity, but signal is present from 0 to 5. Then x of t amplitude is 2, so 2 square dt. So it comes out as 4 into 520. So the answer is 20 joule. Okay. Now if I scale this signal by a factor of 2, that means x of 2t. So to the same signal, I am doing the scaling. I am compressing this signal. So now what will be its energy? So in general, whenever we do the scaling, if we compress the signal, energy gets half. Suppose x of t has energy E, x of t has energy E, then x of 2t has energy E by 2. So energy is half. Okay. So now x of 2t sketch will be 0 divided by 2, 0, 5 divided by 2, 5 by 2. Amplitude remains same. Amplitude remains same. So now energy will be integration 0 to 5 by 2, 0 to 5 by 2, 2 dt, 2 square. 2 square means 4 dt. So in this case, energy will be 4 into 5 by 2. If we solve it, we'll get 4 into 5 by 2, that means 10 joule. 10 joule is the answer. So what is your observation? If we compress the signal by a factor of 2, if we compress the signal by a factor of 2, we are compressing the signal by a factor of 2, then energy is half. Similarly, if we expand the signal by a factor of 2, if we do the expansion, then energy value is also increased. Okay. Then about power signal. So periodic signals are power signal. As we have solved so many questions based on energy signal, we will not solve more problems on power signal. So you know that periodic signals are power signal. The signals which are periodic in nature are nothing but the power signals. Okay. So for example, consider x of t equal to 2 plus 3 cos 8 pi t. This is the signal, and we have to find out whether it is energy or power, and we have to tell the corresponding value. So as you can see, this is a periodic signal. Cos continuous time is always periodic. So it is a periodic signal. So periodic signal means it is a power signal, and power is given by, for such type of signal, power is given by, suppose you have this form like x of t equal to a plus b cos, cos may have some frequency, any value of frequency inside cos, no problem, plus c sine. Sine can also have any frequency. Okay. Frequency pe power is not dependent on the frequency. It is dependent on the amplitude. So the power for such type of standard signal is DC. That means there is no cos sine. A with A, there is no sine and cos is there. So it is a DC signal. So for DC, you have to take as it is A square. Then it is a cos. So you have to divide by 1 by 2. And then B square plus C square. So this is how you can calculate power for such sine cos function. This is how we can calculate power for such sine cos function. Okay, so this formula you are supposed to remember. Standard formula. X of t equal to A plus B cos plus C sine. Cos के अंदर inside cos there can be any frequency, inside sine there can be any frequency. So power is given by a square plus 1 by 2 times b square plus c square. So similarly, what will be power here? So 2 is a DC, so take as it is 2 square plus 1 by 2 times. If we compare here b value is 3, so 3 square. So answer comes out as, there is no sign. Okay, so this is a 2 plus 3 cos 8 pi t is the only signal. So now the power will be 4 plus 9 by 2, 4 plus 4.5. That means 8.5 is your answer. Power answer is 8.5 watt. So हम हमारा जो डिस्कशन है वो पीरियोडिक सिग्नल के लिए यहाँ तक ही रिस्ट्रिक्टेड रखेंगे. We will not go in much detail. Similarly, tell me the power of x of t equal to 1 plus 2 cos 4 pi t plus pi by 6 plus 3 sin 4 pi t plus pi by 3. So find out the power of this signal. Question is, what is the power of this signal? So we will not use that integration formula. We will directly use the shortcut technique to get the power. So try to find the answer. Anyone? Okay, 7.5 watt, 7.5, 7.5, okay, 7.5, 7.5, okay. So 1 square as it is, then plus 1 by 2, 2 square plus 3 square, 2 square plus 3 square. So if you solve this, you will get the answer as 7.5 watt. So this is how you can calculate power for this type of periodic signal, 7.5 watt. Okay. Remaining student, whether it is clear? If it is clear, reply in chat box with C. Okay. Okay, चलो एक next question. X of t equal to cos square 6 pi t. X of t equal to cos square 6 pi t, और let us यहाँ पे 2 cos square 6 pi t, and we have to calculate the power of this signal. We have to calculate power of this signal. So we know that. So 2 is a constant, and cos square theta formula is 1 by 2 or 1 plus cos 2 theta. 1 plus cos 2 theta. That means cos 12 pi t. So 1 by 2 times 2 हमने यानी कांस्टेंट रखा, ठीक है. Then cos square theta formula is 1 plus cos 2 theta. 1 plus cos 12 pi t divided by 2. So now this can be expanded as 1 plus. So 2 से 2 cancel हो गया. 2 cancel. 2 cancel. Then it is simply 1 plus cos 12 pi t. 1 plus cos. It is simply 1 plus cos 12 pi t. So what will be the power 1 plus cos 12 pi t? P equal to 1 square plus 1 by 2 times 1 square. So the answer is 2.5 watt. No, sorry, 1.5 watt. Answer is 1.5 watt. Okay. So just use the formula of cos square theta. कॉस स्क्वायर थीटा फॉर्मूला इज 1 प्लस कॉस 2 थीटा अपॉन 2। ये 2 कैंसिल हो गया और बाद में फिर हमारे स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म में आ गया, देन वी कैन यूज द आवर फॉर्मूला। ओके, चलो फिर से नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन लेता लगे से मैं सेम टाइप का। एक्स ऑफ टी इक्वल टू 4 साइन स्क्वायर 6 pi t। Okay, so for this signal you have to use sin square theta formula. The sin square theta formula is 4 1 minus cos 2 theta, so that means 12 pi t divided by 2। ओके, नाउ 4 और ये 2 से कैंसिल हो गया, ये 1 ये 2, फिर ये 2 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दो अंदर, so 2 minus 2 cos 12 pi t। now the power will be simply 2 square as it is, 2 is a DC, right? 2 is a DC, so 2 square as it is plus 1 by 2 times 2 square। So even though here minus sign is there, 2 minus, so no problem, ठीक है, because we are doing the square, so it becomes plus। So 4 plus 2, 6 watt is the answer। 4 plus 2, 6 watt is the answer। Yes, with the topic name as system properties। system properties। So next point is system properties। Okay, so you have the input x of t, it is given to the one any system, and you have the output y of t। So this is your output, this is your input। Now your system can be, you can say system properties or classification of system, huh? So your system can be, now system classification can be causal and non-causal, causal and non-causal। So this is first classification। Then second classification is static dynamic, static and dynamic। Third system classification is linear, non-linear, linear and non-linear। Fourth system classification is linear, sorry linear हो गया, time invariant and time variant, time invariant and time variant। Fifth classification is stable, unstable। Fifth classification is stable and unstable, and sixth classification of system is invertible, non-invertible। So this is how you can classify the system। आपका सिस्टम कॉजल हो सकता है या फिर नॉन कॉजल हो सकता है, स्टैटिक या फिर डायनामिक, लीनियर नॉन लीनियर, टाइम इनवेरिएंट टाइम वेरिएंट, स्टेबल अनस्टेबल, एंड सिक्स्थ इज इन्वर्टिबल नॉन इन्वर्टिबल। सिक्स्थ क्लासिफिकेशन इज इन्वर्टिबल नॉन इन्वर्टिबल। So question can be like, identify system is causal, non-causal, static, dynamic, linear, non-linear, time variant, time invariant, stable, unstable, invertible, non-invertible. So 6 mark का ऐसा question बनता. So by some particular method we have to identify whether our system is static, dynamic, or causal, non-causal, linear, non-linear, time invariant, time variant, stable, unstable, invertible, non-invertible. Okay. So the definition of causal system is that a system we call it as a causal if output depends on present and past value of input. ये जो आउटपुट है ये डिपेंडेंट है किस पे, इनपुट के प्रेजेंट वैल्यू पे, और it depends on the past value of input. If that is the case, then we call the system as a causal system. Then non-causal system, how many types of times are there? Present, past, और कौन सा टाइम रहता है? Present, past, present, past, let me see in the chat box. Present, past, future, right? Okay, future. So how you will define non-causal system? Okay, just wait a second. Okay. So we call a system as a causal system if output depends on present or past value of input. अगर आपका output dependent है present और past input पे, then system we call it as a causal system. And how we will define non-causal system? If output depends on future value of input, then it is called as non-causal system. Simple definition. Causal, non-causal, very simple definition. अगर आपका output dependent है past और present input पे, तो हम उसको बोलेंगे causal system. अगर आपका output dependent है future input पे, तो हम उसको बोलेंगे non-causal system. Okay, whether definition of causal non-causal is clear? If it is clear, reply in chat box with Y. Okay, see. Then next classification of system is static dynamic. Yes, next classification of system is static and dynamic. If output depends on present input, if output depends on only present input, then it is called as static system. And if output depends on past or future input, then it is called as dynamic system. So past में कुछ values रहते, right? So it requires memory. The dynamic system requires memory to store the past values. Whereas as the static system depends on only present input, so it does not require any kind of memory, because आपके पास जो input available है उस पे ये output देगा, static system. So the static system is also called as memoryless system. Then linear and non-linear system. So linear system holds two property. First is homogeneity and second one is additivity. So जैसे कि आपके पास एक ये system है. Now I will explain you what do you mean by homogeneity. I will explain you what do you mean by homogeneity. So x of t is the input. At that time, suppose output is y of t. Now if you scale the input by some factor, let us say alpha, then output is also scaled by the factor alpha. अगर आप इनपुट को एक अल्फा नाम के कांस्टेंट से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो आउटपुट भी आपका एक अल्फा नाम के कांस्टेंट से मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा. So this is nothing but homogeneity property. This is nothing but homogeneity property. Next. This is nothing but homogeneity property. Then additivity property. Suppose you have applied the input x1t, your output is y1t. Suppose now you have some different input. अभी आप दूसरा input apply कर रहे हैं x2t. You are applying some another input called as x2t. उस केस में आपको आउटपुट मिल रहा है y2t. ठीक है, पहले आपने अप्लाई किया इनपुट x1t, आपको आउटपुट मिला y1t. बाद में आपने इनपुट अप्लाई किया x2t, उसके बाद आपको आउटपुट मिला y2t. अब हम क्या करेंगे, अब हम दोनों इनपुट का एडिशन करके सिस्टम को अप्लाई करेंगे. दोनों इनपुट को ऐड करके हम सिस्टम को अप्लाई करेंगे. दैट मींस x1t प्लस x2t. आपने ऑलरेडी स्टडी किया सुपरपोजिशन थ्योरम, यस और नो? तो सेम वे जैसे कि हम सुपरपोजिशन थ्योरम अप्लाई करते थे. सपोज एक करंट सोर्स, एक वोल्टेज सोर्स है. So we are considering only one source is present, other source is turned off. Then we are considering other source is present, first source is turned off. And at the end, what we are doing? We are taking the addition of the two outputs. So same way, first you have applied input x1t, you got output y1t. Then you have applied input x2t, you got output y2t. Now what you are doing? You are applying combined inputs. Then in that case, your output should be y1t plus y2t. If such type of additivity is hold, then we call it the system as linear system. So linear system satisfies two properties. One is homogeneity. If you are multiplying input by some constant, output also gets multiplied by that constant. So this is a homogeneity. Then second is additivity. So if you are applying input x1t, output y1t, then you are applying input x2t, output y2t. Then in the last, you are combining the inputs, and then you are applying to the system, and you are getting the output as the addition of two outputs. Then in that case, the system is called as linear. If this type of properties hold, then we call the system as linear. Okay, next classification is time invariant, time variant, right? Time invariant and time variant. Vary means change होना, right? Vary का मतलब क्या होता है? ये variant word यहाँ पे यूज किए. Vary का मतलब क्या होता है? What is meaning of variant? What is meaning of variant? Change, right? क्या change हो रहा है? Time. What is changing? Time is changing. So very simple definition of time invariant and time variant. So input is x of t, output is y of t. Now listen carefully. इन दोनों के बीच में एक रिलेशनशिप रहेगा. There will be some relationship between input and output. If the relationship between input and output does not change with time, then we call the system as time invariant system. If the relationship between input and output does not change with time, then we call the system as time invariant system. जैसे कि एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल ले लो. सपोज मैंने मॉर्निंग 10 o'clock को एक सिस्टम को इनपुट दिया, मुझे कुछ तो एक आउटपुट मिला। अब मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, आफ्टरनून 2 o'clock आई एम गिविंग द सेम इनपुट, देन एट 2 o'clock also I should get the same output. It should not happen that output will be different. आप 10 बजे इनपुट देंगे, आउटपुट कुछ मिला, आप 2 बजे इनपुट देंगे, आउटपुट आपको 2 बजे कुछ अलग मिला, तो ऐसा चीज नहीं होना चाहिए। अगर ऐसा हुआ देन दैट इज कॉल्ड एज टाइम वेरिएंट. So input output relationship does not change with time, then we call the system as time invariant. Next is stable and unstable. Next classification of system is stable and unstable. So if output is bounded, bounded means finite, then we call the system as stable system. If output is unbounded, bounded matlab finite, okay, if output is infinite, then we call the system as unstable system. Okay, the next classification is invertible and non-invertible. Next classification of system is invertible and non-invertible. तो ये भी बहुत इजी है। अगर हम आउटपुट अप्लाई करेंगे, अगर हमारे पास आउटपुट अवेलेबल है, क्या अवेलेबल है, आउटपुट, क्या चीज अवेलेबल है हमारे पास, आउटपुट। और अगर मैं आउटपुट से ये पता कर सकूं कि इनपुट क्या है, व्हाट इज माय इनपुट, देन वी कॉल द सिस्टम एज इनवर्टिबल सिस्टम. From output, if you are able to determine the input, then that system is called as invertible system. Simple. Okay. So I hope you have understood the classification. Causal, output depends on past and present. Non-causal, output depends on future. Static, output depends on present input. Dynamic, output depends on past or future input. Linear system satisfies two properties, homogeneity and additivity. Non-linear system does not satisfy any one of the property. Then time invariant, the relationship between input output does not change with time. Time variant, the input output relationship changes with the time. Stable, for finite input output should be finite, bounded. Unstable, for finite input output is unbounded. Then invertible, from output we are able to determine input. Non-invertible, from output we are not able to find out input. So this is how we can classify the systems. So one by one we will try to see the problems. So this is your time axis. X-axis is your time axis. So 0 here. Then suppose my present time is 2. My present time is 2. मेरा present time कितना है, 2. Then the values greater than 2 are the future values. So these values are the future values. 2 is the present value, and the values which are before 2 are the past values. Okay. Let us say आपका input का time 2 है, x of 2 है आपके पास, and at the output you are getting something like 4. That means it is a future value of output. It is a future value of output. Input time is 2, output time is 4, then that is a future value of output. Chalo, we will start with the question. So this is a simple point. You must understand that अगर आप present time 2 consider कर रहे हैं, अगर आपको 2 से आगे की values मिली, then that is the future value. If you are getting values less than 2, then that are the past values, and 2 is the present value. So for example, question 1, y of t equal to x of t plus 1. We have to tell whether the system is causal or non-causal. We have to tell whether the system is causal or non-causal. So simple technique. Step 1, take t equal to 2 as present time. Take t equal to 2 as present time. So I will take t equal to 2 as present time. So now what will be y of 2 then? t की वैल्यू पे कितना पुट करना है आपको 2. So y of 2 equal to x of 3. So आउटपुट का टाइम कितना है? आउटपुट का टाइम कितना है? 2. आउटपुट टाइम इज 2. इनपुट टाइम इज पास्ट टाइम और फ्यूचर टाइम. इनपुट टाइम, इनपुट का कितना टाइम है? x means input, future. Input time is the future time. So it is a non-causal system. Output depends on future input. Output depends on 3 means greater than 2 na. Output depends on future input. So it is a non-causal. Answer for your question is non-causal. Second example. Suppose y of t equal to x of minus t. Y of t equal to x of minus t. So I have to take two cases. अभी पिछले प्रॉब्लम में क्या हुआ? केस 1 पे हमको पता चल गया आउटपुट डिपेंड्स ऑन फ्यूचर इनपुट. सो मैंने दूसरी केस कंसीडर नहीं किया. बट हियर आई नीड टू कंसीडर टू केसेस. सो फर्स्ट केस इज टेक t equal to 2 as present time. T equal to 2 as present time. This is case number 1. Okay, so what is y of 2? What is value of y of 2 then? X of minus 2. t की जगह पे 2 पुट करो, सिंपल. So y of 2 equal to x of minus 2. So in case number 1 we are getting past values. In case number 1 we are getting past values. Now second case we have to check as, no, you cannot directly tell the answer without taking two cases. आपको दोनों केसेस चेक करना है. अगर पहले केस में फ्यूचर मिल गया तो नॉन कॉजल हो जाएगा. अगर पहले केस में हमको पास्ट मिला तो हमको फिर से दूसरी केस भी चेक करना है. सो केस नंबर 2 इज टेक t इक्वल टू -2 एज प्रेजेंट टाइम. टेक t इक्वल टू -2 एज प्रेजेंट टाइम. अब मेरा प्रेजेंट टाइम क्या है? -2. सो t की जगह पे -2 पुट करो. इन प्लेस ऑफ t put -2 in the question. So what is y of -2 then? What is value of y of -2? X of 2. X of minus is already there and t value is -2. So minus minus becomes plus. So it is nothing but x of 2. So my present time is -2. My present time is -2 and I am getting x of 2. Future input. I am getting future value of input. So in both the cases, if any one case is failed or if any one case you get the future value, then your answer is non-causal. In any one of the case, if you get future value, then your answer is non-causal. Okay. Next question. Y of t equal to e raised to x of t. So this is also the system. Y of t equal to e raised to x of t. Y of t equal to e raised to x of t. So we have to check whether it is causal or non-causal. So हमको सिर्फ टाइम देखना है. We just have to look at the time of output and input. Okay, so output depends on present input. Now about causal non-causal. Causal non-causal, it is a causal. आप दोनों टाइम पे चेक कर सकते हैं. It is a causal. Then anyone tell me about static dynamic? Whether it is static or dynamic? Nobody has given the answer. आंसर अरे नहीं सॉल्व नहीं हो रहा क्या आपसे? सो कंसीडर t equal to 2 as present time. T equal to 2 as present time. So what will be y of 2? e raised to x of 2. अब आउटपुट का टाइम देखो, आउटपुट का टाइम कितना है 2, प्रेजेंट टाइम हमने क्या कंसीडर किया 2, इनपुट का टाइम कितना है 2. चलो फिर दूसरी केस लेना है t equal to -2. सेकंड केस यू शुड टेक t equal to -2. So y of -2 equal to e raised to x of -2. So output time is -2, input time is -2. So output depends on present input. Output depends on present input in both the cases. So it is a causal. As well as output depends on present input. So it is a static. It is a static. Because output depends on present input. Previous question, as the system is non-causal. Previous question, output depends on future input. So it is a dynamic. It is a dynamic system. देन बाद में जो देखे थे हमने ये क्वेश्चन सॉल्व किए थे, इसमें भी हमारा नॉन कॉजल आंसर आया था, आउटपुट डिपेंड्स ऑन पास्ट इनपुट और आउटपुट डिपेंड्स ऑन फ्यूचर इनपुट. सो इट इज आल्सो अ डायनामिक सिस्टम. So this one is also the dynamic system. Whether it is clear, whether the questions are clear to you, simple एकदम बेसिक क्वेश्चंस रहे थे. जैसे कि मुझे बताओ y of t equal to x of t by 3. This is a relationship given between input and output. Y of t equal to x of t by 3. Whether it is causal or non-causal. So how you will solve? How we will solve? Consider t equal to 2 as present time. T equal to 2 as present time. T equal to 2 as present time. So what will be y of 2? Y of 2 equal to x of 2 by 3. X of 2 by 3. अब आप आपके अगर आपको नहीं समझ में आ रहा, कंपेयर नहीं करते आ रहा, तो आपके एक्सिस पे जाओ. 2 यहाँ पे रहता, 2 by 3 यहाँ पे रहता. 2 by 3 means 0.66. So output depends on past input. So in case number 1 we got output depends on past input. Now case number 2. What is case number 2? Reply in the chat box. T equal to -2. T equal to -2. Case number 2, t equal to -2 as present time. T equal to -2 as present time. Okay. So y of -2 equal to, in place of t, put -2 in the question. In place of t, put -2 in the question. ठीक है. So y of -2 equal to x of -2 by 3. -2 by 3. Yes, x of -2 by 3. So we have the time axis. I have considered -2 as my present time. I have considered -2 as my present time. Now to -2 by 3 कहाँ पे रहता? यहाँ पे रहता. -2 by 3 is over here. So now output depends on. It is not causal. It is non-causal. -2 is my present time. See here, -2 is my present time. -2 is my present time. I am getting what value of input? -2 by 3. I am getting input value as -2 by 3. So it is a future value. इसके आगे है, -2 के इस तरफ है. So it is a future value. It is a future value. So output depends on future input in case number 2. So overall answer is non-causal. Overall answer is non-causal. So again, output depends on the past input or output depends on future input. So it is a dynamic system. It is a dynamic system. So non-causal and dynamic is your answer. So this is how we can find out system is static, causal, non-causal, like that. चलो एक और एक क्वेश्चन आप ट्राई करो. One question you try. Y of t equal to 2 x of t minus 2. Case number 1, t equal to 2 as the present time. T equal to 2 as present time. So y of 2 equal to 2x of 0. 2x of 0. So 2 मेरा प्रेजेंट टाइम था, 2 मेरा प्रेजेंट टाइम था, मुझे इनपुट का टाइम मिल रहा 0. सो पहले केस में तो आउटपुट डिपेंड्स ऑन पास्ट. आउटपुट डिपेंड्स ऑन पास्ट. केस नंबर 2. Case number 2, t equal to minus 2 as my present time. So y of minus 2 equal to 2x of minus 2 minus 2 minus 4. So now in case number 2 my present time is minus 2. My present time is minus 2 and I am getting minus 4. So in both the cases, when my present time was 2, input was time was 0. When my present time was minus 2, input time was minus 4. In both the cases, I am getting the past values. So it is a causal. It is a causal system. It is a causal system. Then in both the cases, output depends on the past inputs. It does not depend on the present input. So it's a system is nothing but dynamic system. So causal and dynamic is your answer. Causal and dynamic is your answer. Y of t equal to x of, sorry, y of t equal to cos of x of t. Y of t equal to cos of x of t. So t equal to 2 put करेंगे, तो y of 2 equal to cos x of 2. आउटपुट का टाइम 2, इनपुट का टाइम 2, आउटपुट टाइम is 2, input time is 2. So output depends on present input. Now we will substitute t equal to minus 2 as the present time. So y of minus 2 equal to cos of x of minus 2. Output time is minus 2, input time is minus 2. So from both the cases, output depends on present input. So y of t equal to cos of x of t is causal and static. Causal and static. Causal and static is the answer. Okay. Chalo, unmute. Anyone unmute? Tell me the definition of causal system.
Output is depend on present input and past input.
Okay. Dynamic. Define dynamic system. See, this subject has oral examination. I am telling you. मैं अभी जैसा पूछ रहा हूँ वैसे एक्सटर्नल पूछोगे आपको क्वेश्चंस. What do you mean by dynamic system? What do you mean by dynamic system? Anyone? Unmute.
If output depends on past or future input.
Yes, if output depends on past or future input. Linear system satisfies which two properties?
Additivity, homogeneity.
Homogeneity, yes. What do you mean by time invariant system?
Input
Time
does
does
not
not vary.
change.
Sorry, repeat.
If relation between input and output does not change with time.
Yes. Stable.
Bounded.
Output bounded.
For finite input, output should be finite. Finite के लिए word use होता bounded. Okay. And invertible.
When we can found the input by observing output.
Yes, yes.